Hello, Chester here. Today we're going to play Esper Control, but with lures in the sideboard instead of the main board. So first, why are we doing this? So as you may know, Mox has changed some of the meta. We have a lot of more Bale Merc decks right now, which is where subtlety shines. And subtlety also shines during turn 0 where your opponent can cast Dark Ritual into Saurian Imperious Bloodlord. You could easily counter that play by evoking Subtlety. So that's the main reason why this is in the main board and not Lurus. First, I wanted to chill this for a moment. So MTG Eternal is holding a timeless open for March, and that is happening on March 15, 8 a.m. PDT, and it has free entry. So be sure to join this free tournament if you're interested. And I have updated a sideboard map just in case you want to bring this deck to that tournament. So as the meta shapes, we are seeing a lot of Mardu energy still. Even if they didn't really get anything, they do run 4 Thoughtseize and 4 Peddlers now, and that is probably enough. In this combo meta, they are surprisingly fast in killing people, so sometimes the combo decks just struggle against that game plan. And we have two new decks or two new improved decks with Mox, which is Orzo Bilmer, Orzo Belcher. The Orzo Belcher decks is the ones that are kind of breaking the format with their turn 0 plays. Orzo Bilmer in a similar fashion, it does run the Dark Ritual, Sorin, and Elenda package, which is for a lot of decks is not beatable. Show and Tell also has Mox and Dark Ritual in it. It is very fast and very resilient due to its green splash for Veil of Summer. And as for the lower tiers, we have more Belcher decks. Golgari Belcher and Blue Belcher. Blue Belcher is the variant that uses counter magic and free interaction. Golgari Belcher focuses on speed rather than consistency. The tempo and Boros energy. Tempo is basically what we're playing. Boros energy is in B tier probably because they can't really interact that well. But the main thing that they can do is run Chrome Mox to rush out a Blood Moon or run Chrome Mox to rush out a One Ring, which a lot of the fair decks can't beat. Now going back to the deck, it does make sense to plan ahead and prepare for the Bilmer matchup and the Belcher matchup, all of which are Dark Ritual into Saurian focused decks or Dark Ritual into Necropotence decks. With what we have in the current state of the format, the only free interaction that you can run is Subtlety, which is sometimes enough because those decks do run Sacrifice sometimes, so you could use Subtlety to essentially counter a Grief or a Solitude. It is underwhelming, but it is what it is. You don't lose at turn 0 that way. And in a rare case, you could counter a Dark Ritual into Necropotence by evoking Subtlety into sacking it to Flare of Denial. But mostly we're interested in getting some counterplay through the Dark Ritual into Sorin Elenda game plan, which is we can manage if we are on the play, but on the draw, we usually can't beat that kind of combo. Now going into the sideboard, we will usually side out Subtlety against the fair decks. We can use Lures as a companion and add whatever spells we need. Usually it's Turn Scolding, Spell Snare, Bowmasters, or a couple of removal spells here, Prismatic Ending. And Fragment Reality here is something that I've tried in Historic when I was playing the Qualifier Weekend. It was really good there. And I was thinking it could be good here and is underplayed. It is way worse here since there are a lot of cheap playables. A lot of decks are playing, but then it could answer a turn 2 Belcher if you think about it. So since we're trying to tech against that combo, why not go all the way? So in that sense, we chose to put the prismatic ending in the sideboard and run the fragment reality in the main. So let's play some games. Good, since we could just run out Tamio,
Perhaps there are more useful texts down on the surface.
flip her. Let's get the treasure cruise. Then I plan to shuffle away the scalding torn.
Right hand, knowledge is the sharpest blade. Respect the library.
Now all I have to do is protect the Tamio. Maybe I should have used subtlety here.
Violence is not the answer.
I'd say this is a pretty commanding spot. We have mana drain up. And at this point, I think I'm going to shuffle away. Yeah, let's shuffle away the treasure cruise. I still want the land. They could play Sink into Stupor. I forgot about that. Okay. Spin that.
Is there a
Use
demon
the black mana
in
here.
knowledge? Every plane has stories to respect the library.
Treasure cruise is nice. I misclicked that, by the way. I wanted to get basic island. Those words to plowshares is pretty nice. Okay. But I think I would rather hold spell pierce up. Let's use swords here. We could try to hardcast Kappa Cannoneer here. Next turn, we want to have Misty Rainforest so that we could get
Not defenseless.
swords to plowshares if they manage to resolve this. Looks like they have interaction up. Okay. So against this deck, Masters is actually pretty good. And maybe suddenly matters here because they do have a pretty fast start. Flute also matters. Fragment reality. And prismatic ending is great. Yeah, I might just cut back on mana drains. Have a toxic deluge. Spell Pierce is nice, but I'd rather have scolding. Hmm. It's got a Flare of Denial for Stern Scolding. I think that's better overall. Shutter Flute. I'm thinking about it, but we do have answers already to Foundry. That could name Emery. I think this is better. Nice, we have the fragment here. Affinity deck can have a lot of explosive turn zero turns.
Nothing like warm tea and a fascinating story.
Now we have a decision here. We can blast the Tamio now or play Shield back. We could also get their lands here, but I think it's more important to get rid of the Tamio. It will generate more artifacts for them, and they only have one artifact as of now since they cracked this. Forgot about Topter. Okay, lead with the Shield back first, then Tamio.
No, no! I'm late for class!
Okay, don't care about the Chrome Mox. They're rushing out a. Okay, that's their last card. We have an option to flip Tamio now, though I think Frog and Shield back is better. Nice. It's great. We have no companions. So this is already a good hand because we have subtlety and flare. Let's keep this. That's a Sorin. I think I need to get Tamio out here.
Perhaps there are more useful texts down on the surface.
Okay, that's perfect. Now we can hold up Frog, or we can have a counter spell in the Frog. It doesn't matter if we sack Tamio. Against their deck, we don't want Bowmasters. Fragment is nice. Deafening Silence isn't great here because we're on the draw. We just want Commandeers. The flute could be nice. Fragment Reality is pretty bad here. Maybe we can cut swords since we're on the draw. Let's get one flute. It's not Belcher. So we have to mulligan this. We had subtlety, so guess this is pretty safe. Third one Necro is the scariest play here. Okay, that is beatable. We can hold up Brainstorm and Lorien can spell pierce that. We're in a pretty good spot, I think. Shooter, okay. Let's Brainstorm now. Let's just fetch a white source here. That still is beatable. We're gonna get Brainstorm here. Looking for Treasure Cruise. I guess that also works.
Fiends thirst for life.
We're just gonna draw the subtlety. Getting, I guess, brainstorm.
I cannot be killed.
Okay, those are nice. Okay, here's shield back. Let's just mana drain. Let's just name Plutonian Nightmare here. Let's try this Soren. Look for a counter spell. Okay. This might be an incorrect move. 3-6. Okay. Maybe I should start putting this down, but that's still a 10 turn clock. Just put that back. Okay, that is okay. Let's just turtle up. Going to be long since they are 26. Just gonna play this out to time walk their grief or something. Okay, this works. Nice. Let's play first. They have healers, so this hand is nice since we have the combo. The one thing I thought about while having subtleties in the main is that a competent frog player will actually mulligan to for interaction if they see you don't have companion, which might mean there's a hidden buff to having no companions. But there's also the true buff of having just the 8 card. And I might be bringing Lurus back in because I'd rather have the sure 8 card than that kind of mind game. Don't want these two lands. Might need that land though. It's a fetch. Must fragment this. They could have brainstorm, but okay. They don't have brainstorm. This looks like a Swords to Plowshares. I have mana drain stuck in hand, so I just want to spend them. But now we are bringing back a brainstorm here. because we want to treasure cruise by this time. And I still have mana drain for Bowmasters. Current rebuild is pretty great. Maybe I don't want Frog yet. Play the long game here. We have a couple of mana drains. Let's counter that. Don't want to risk it resolving. Okay, now that we have Frog, it might be fine. Or Swords to Plowshares, I mean. Let's just play draw go here. A treasure cruise into mana draining could get us. Let's be patient. This means they have that right shaman in their deck. Okay. That sucks for us. Okay, let's move to the second main. Play a treasure cruise ourselves. have double subtlety up, though we don't really want to do that. It's going to be a battle of treasure cruise, and they have the second one. So we're probably going to have to use the subtlety on something here. And if I take a guess, their hand is heavy on interaction. Don't want the extra two lands. Let's pass. This is a treasure cruise. Let's play shield back. Let's just pass. We don't have to play treasure cruise now. How many how many drains have they spent? Guess we use a swords here. Play a Tamio.
This is an
Hmm. I think we're past the point where this matters. Let's cast a subtlety. That resolving is huge for us. First the vouchers, it's fine. Just gonna draw another Tamio. Let's sacrifice. Okay. Do they have it? They're getting the mana drain near the frog. Okay. That's the turn. Make them discard a card. Okay. 7, 5. Guess this is fine. We can't kill them because they have a green source. Okay. Nice. So against other tempo decks, we go back to being a Lurus deck. Bring a Bowmaster back. Static ending is great here. Fragment reality is fine. Spell Pierce on the draw is worse. Spell Snare is nice. Okay. Could trim down mana drains. I guess Spell Pierce is better than mana drain here. I think this is good. Okay. We have removal spell. I dislike this play. Not unless they're planning to just jam Frog in turn 2. But if I have swords, this brainstorm is wasted. Let's just pass. Because we are not really looking for anything specific. So there's no need to fire off brainstorm anytime soon. Okay, maybe here we can brainstorm. Don't want these two. They can take Treasure Cruise if they want. This two has redundancy. A brainstorm. I think I might just get Undercity Sewers here. Play out the frog. Hold up these two. Okay. Since they do have Spell Snare mana up, I'll play the Tamio instead.
Hmm. Is there a deeper meaning to this passage?
That's fine. We're just gonna use our mana here. We're gonna cruise while we can. This only gets got by double spell pierce, mystical dispute. But mana drain doesn't. Let's hold up Stern Scolding. Yeah, I think that's worth a Stern Scolding.
Violence
Now we
is
have
not
to
the
hope this
answer.
frog gets us there. They kept on top. Start with Brainstorm. Don't want the archive and the shield back. Can play double frog here. And the other is towards the plowshares, I guess. Play the Thorn. Okay, it's a Bowmaster. Guess we surveil. Okay. Try to kill them fast. That doesn't matter since we're killing them next turn. Perfect. Nice. Let's play first. There's this another Lurus deck. I think going first with Tamiyo into Frog. It's real good. What the heck is that? Why are they having why did they
This
have
is an interesting
priority?
story.
Oh, it's Jund aggro, I guess. Okay, that is pretty bad for us. They get brainstorm. This hand falls apart unless I get another land. We are lucky enough. Let's get basic. And at this point, we can use this to leverage some tempo. Up, Nether Goyf is not good. We're kind of emulating how it would feel if we had force. I'm fine with attacking into this. We have Flare to keep our frog alive, and now they don't have any pressure on us. And as far as I know, they only have bolts or pushes. Hey, against this deck, we automatically win. Let's play first. We have no companion. Let's try to mulligan. Hey, I think this is worse. Keeping as E6, so maybe I should just mulligan to 5. This is the risk of trying to read what your opponent is on. If they end up being frog, then I might still be in trouble. I could lead with.
I've read nearly the entire library.
I think it's right to slam Tamiyo here. We could hold up Brainstorm to try and hit a subtlety. Okay. There's a shaman. I think we take our time. Hold up mana drain. Petramos. Let's draw a card. Mana drain is really good. They might have prismatic ending or something. I think I let that go.
Think before you act.
Let's exile my land. Okay, that is pretty annoying. But I still have Damio here. Let's just crack a clue. I want them to cast Bowmasters here, but they do not.
I am not defenseless.
Now their relic is completely dead. Let's just draw a bunch of cards. This is the ultimate value card, not Ketramos. Nice. So against this deck, you want they just left the match. Okay. Welcome back. So what do we think of the deck? I think the subtlety plan worked well, and suddenly does carry its weight against the fair matchups. Sometimes you can use this as a time walk when they decide to play frog or play something like a Johnny, and sometimes that is enough to bridge a bit of tempo so that you can get ahead, but it is reliant on also drawing treasure cruise or Lorien revealed or mana draining into Lorien revealed. the deck falls apart when you don't find any card advantage against the other fair decks. And I've been looking at the sideboard map, and there are actually a lot of decks where you sideboard out the subtlety to regain lures. So it might be best to just put the subtleties in the sideboard and then maybe run a normal lure shell at game one. But there is also a counterpoint where any decent player would mulligan hands aggressively if it doesn't have interaction against a no companion deck. So maybe there is some kind of advantage there. Whereas if you see Lurus as a companion, you tend to look for hands with removal spells in them. So I don't know. It's a matter of preference at this point. And I do think I would try putting this in the sideboard for now. And as for the commandeers and the general game plan, it does work against the all index. And I think I am content with how we are planning to beat the unfair decks, but the problem lies within trying to beat the other fair decks. So if it suddenly rains Mardu energy, we are a lot more unfavored in that kind of meta. Anyway, I think that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.